Hello and welcome everybody to the North American Go4 Guild Wars 2 Cup number 36 finals. I am Storm, and we have our final matchup for you guys that we didn't get to see this past Sunday due to technical difficulties going on with players in the stream itself. So it's going to be the Abjured up against Apex. The Abjured, they are up 1-0 as they are going to get that victory that we saw in Force and Niflhel, so we're going to be moving right on into Legacy of the Foefire. We've actually got both teams joined up here. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got for both of them. We've got the Abjured still without 5 gauge. They're going to be playing with the backpack. He's running with the Great Sword Staff, running with Strength Runes, Zerker Amulet. He's going to be running Dueling, Inspiration, and Domination with Time Warp. Toker going to be up next, playing DP Thief with the Short Bow, running with Vamp Runes, Marauder Amulet, running Trickery, Deadly Arts, and Shadow Arts. Vayneram sticking to the DDLE, running Selly with the Holbrook Runes, running Fire, Water, and Arcane. Wakey going to be playing the same thing with DD, running with Holbrook Runes, Selly Amulet, running Fire, Water, and Arcane as well. And finally, Nos going to be playing that Necromancer with the Staff, Dagger Warhorn with Strength Runes, running Selly Amulet, and he's going to be running Soul Reaping, Spite, and Curses. So he's playing that 3 Signet build that we so often see him play now. For Apex, we got Quilger playing Staff Ellie with the Monk Runes, Selly Amulet, running Earth, Water, and Arcane. He's going to be putting out a lot of support for his team, as well as taking up that bunker role, along with Morph, who's going to be playing a little bit of a bunker build, as he is going to be running Sentinel's Amulet, it looks like, instead of that support role that we have seen him play with the Cleric's Amulet. He's running Mace, Focus with the Staff, and Soldier Runes. He's going to be running Valor, Honor, and Virtues with that 5 shout build. Up next is Tarsus, running Zerker Warrior, except he's actually taking Marauder Amulet. He's running with Strength Runes, Hammer Greatsword, and running Strength, Defense, and Discipline. Next up, Zoe playing Thief for this team with the Dagger Pistol, Short Bow, running Vamp Runes, Marauder Amulet, Deadly Arts, Critical Strikes, and Trickery. And finally, we have Knight playing the Mesmer for this team. He is running with the Greatsword, Sword Torch with Vamp Runes, Marauder Amulet. His traits are going to be Domination, Dueling, and Inspiration. He's running Signet of Humility over that Time Warp. So we saw these guys play a little bit of the game, the first game on Force of Niflhel over on this past Sunday, but they weren't able to actually finish it out. There were just DCs all over the place coming out for the Abjured. They got the win regardless, so they, like I said, they're going to be starting out 1-0 against Apex. I believe Morph was actually playing Cleric's Amulet that game, so he's on Sentinels today. This is something we haven't seen him do, if I'm not mistaken, in an ESL tournament. This is the second ESL tournament since the big patch that we saw come in that really did a whole overhaul of everything. So him on Sentinel's Amulet, kind of a little bit of a shock, but they still have so much support coming out from Quilja. It's not going to be a huge. He's going to be more of a bunker role rather than support, and Quilja still sticking to the same stuff he was running before, so he's going to be filling both of those roles at once. We'll have to see if these two are going to be playing on the same node as we've seen in the past. We've seen them kind of go on one node as a whole rather than splitting them up. So those two together are pretty deadly. But Backpack filling in for 5 gauge today is Mesmer. I've seen him he's been practicing it a little bit more. I don't believe he had a whole lot of games after this Sunday. On the Mesmer, but Mesmer is so strong right now. We'll have to take a look at how he's going to fare against Apex. We do have both teams readying up here, so take a look at the opening splits for both these teams. It looks like Nas is going to go to cap that Quarry node. Tarsus is going to be the one capping his home node. Oh, it looks like Apex is going to just climb over the wall here. They're going to be coming through that mid node, trying to make, kind of a multi-pronged assault, it looks like, coming from different angles as Quill just sitting on the node. But the rest of the Abjured 3 members are actually going to go to the waterfall, try to take down Tarsus, who has Endure Pain, remember. We'll have to see. He's going to pop that. He's still got 50% of his HP, was just absolutely obliterated. Does pop Rampage as well to just try and get out of this node. He's going to let them get that. Perhaps he'll let them get that. Vayneram actually coming over here. Just going to stay here. Morph going to come help him out. That would be Tarsus for that matter. Knight under a little bit of pressure. Backpack was actually taken down over here at this waterfall node. We did see the Shadow Refuge come out from Toker. Toker just going to kind of leave him to die. Vayneram trying to go in for that res onto him. He has no cooldowns left. The Time Warp coming out for Knight, going to allow them to put out a lot of pressure on the Backpack, who is taken out. So is Vayneram going into the downstate there, so that cap is going to be going in favor of Apex in a matter of seconds here at the midpoint. I think that's going to be the next point. Vayneram did actually get up there. He did misform, and I believe Wakey was able to get him up. So that was a little bit of a misplay coming out for Apex. Tars is now under a little bit of pressure as Toker going to stay on top of him. Has no cooldowns left. Endure Pain up in about 5 to 10 seconds here. He should be okay for the time being, but Apex kind of reaping benefits of holding that one cap backpack. Going to be off of respawn. Coming to this waterfall node, so the rest of Apex really not able to capitalize on killing Backpack. And Vayneram, they didn't get to kill Vayneram. That really hurt them here. Now Knight's going to be under a little bit of pressure. They do manage to take out Toker, who was kind of skirmishing around the waterfall node. I believe that was Zoe who was on top of him. props to Zoe and Tarsus and Knight able to clean that one up, make sure Phantom has no chance whatsoever of getting that res onto him. So Wakey going to be sticking over here with Phantom, taking on a 2v4 situation at the waterfall. Apex really needs to take advantage of this numbers that they have right now. Actually, 2v3, his backpack is over here. Remember, he did come off of respawn. Blue team able to get that full cap. That is Apex over at the waterfall node, so they're able to finally get, you know, some points in their favor here, but the health pools definitely favor that of the Abjured right now. Tarsus is getting pretty low. He is trying to get out of this midpoint. Phantom staying on top of him. He has the mobility to get out. We'll have to see if Phantom's able to keep up. I don't believe Phantom is. Doesn't have lightning flash up for another 5 seconds. We'll have to see if he's able to get that kill, but over at this node, backpack once again taken out. The portal was was an interesting portal coming out from him. I'll have to see. No, he is not going to get back up, so he's going to be taken down there by Tarsus. He has Rampage ready. All of his, it looks like his stance is coming off of cooldown about the same time. We do have the Abjured actually taking the midpoint. We saw Nas able to make sure he won that 1v1 or at least forced the rest of Apex out of that point. Knight did fully die. No, he is about to fully die if he doesn't get some cleanses, get some heals from the rest of his team. Running for his life. So is Zoe. Zoe going to be taken down there by Nos. Knight getting pretty low, kind of stuck in a bad situation. He's going to be taken down as well. Looked like Wakey came in and did a little bit of a burst damage to him. Tarsus going in for the res. Tarsus, I mean, we did see Zoe get back up into that fight. Knight gets back up, but Tarsus taken down in the process. The Abjured doing such a great job of forcing these guys, you know, to go in for the reses and just trying to make sure that they get the kills on people who, you know, aren't able to get in there. So Zoe taken down as well. Toker gonna try and put out some damage onto, it looks like Quilja trying to put out some support for his team, but Knight was kind of caught out. He is taken out near the midpoint as Backpack was able to follow him up and take that one. So the Abjured looking really strong, despite a pretty good opening for Apex, taking out a couple of members. I think that really hurt them. You let the Abjured have that little advantage of, you know, you kill 2 people, but you don't get both stomps. They're gonna capitalize on that, and that it really is gonna hurt you in the end, and it's really shown as the Abjured do get that decap over at the waterfall node. Morph getting pretty low as Quilja was taken out just a few seconds ago. Morph going to be taken out as well. The rest of Apex going to be moving on over to this quarry node. It looks like Tarsus going for that decap. He has the mobility. He should be able to get it. Actually, no, Wakey's going to be able to get there in time. Lightning flashes onto the point with that FGS. Going to be okay, so we're going to see the Abjured take a 3 cap in just a matter of seconds here. Tarsus forced to pop a couple of cooldowns. Going to be in a 1v2 situation. Needs to get out of here. Zoe didn't actually help him there. Zoe is at the midpoint. Going to be caught off by Backpack, who does portal back to that point. A little bit of a nice burst coming out from Apex, or Zoe for that matter, not able to do a whole lot with it. Phantom's going to kind of sit around here and make sure he's not able to go anywhere. Quilja coming off for respawn. Looks like he's going to this midpoint. The next attack coming out from Apex looks to be at mid, but really they're not doing a whole lot with it right now. We do have cooldowns. Knight has time warp if they want to try and burst someone down with that. I have to see what their next move is going to be. I would assume Backpack's going to be the target for him. That's probably the best one. Like I said, he's probably get the least amount of experience on the classes for that matter. Is, you know, he doesn't have a whole lot of Mesmer experience, but still doing a great job with the Mesmer here. Throw down the time warp as they do take down Morph, but still able to get him back up into this fight despite time warp being in favor of the Abjured. Really not able to do much with that. We do have the 2v1 going on over here at the quarry. Zoe's going to plus this one back at that midpoint, though. Quilja was actually taken out. So is Knight. Morph needs to get out of here, and that's what he's trying to do. He should be okay. Phantom probably not going to be able to take him out for the time being, but this is going to be a 3v3 over here at the quarry node, or 3v2 for the time being. The Rampage from Tarsus is going to try and get on top of Wakey. Wakey going to lightning flash out of there. Should be okay for the time being. He's going to ride the lightning out of here. Toker and Nas coming to the rescue. He should be okay. They should be able to win this fight and start to look towards a 300-point lead as the Abjured just kind of dominating from the start of this game on out, despite, you know, like I said, those early couple of kills coming out from the Apex team that really could have helped them get, you know, kind of their foot in the ground for this game. But unfortunately, the Abjured did capitalize on them not able to secure a couple of the stomps there. So Morph is taken out. Tarsus, for that matter, was as well. And Zoe, more than likely, going to be taken out there. He is taken out. Quilja over here at the waterfall is against Backpack. Quilja not able to do a whole lot of damage, but Backpack should be okay for the time being. We'll have to see. No, Knight's going to come in and try and burst him down. We did see the portal coming out from Backpack, who went back to that mid node, so we should see a decap coming out. Actually, no, Wakey's going to get here in time. Wakey and Backpack's going to... Backpack portaled right back through there. He has his heal, his mantra heal up. He should be okay. That's up in another 5 seconds. Very, very low cooldown. Knight does get taken out there, but it looked like multiple members of the Abjured did rotate over there pretty quickly. The decap on the waterfall did come out from Quilja there, able to make sure they're not, you know, getting 3 points at a time, but ultimately the Abjured looking so strong right now, looking to take this game number 2 and officially be crowned the victors of the Go4 Guild Wars 2 Cup number 36. Tarsus getting pretty low. Knight was he's still in the down state here, was taken out just a little bit ago. He looks like he not going to get back up into this fight. The health pools of the Abjured just a little overwhelming right now. Backpack pretty low as well. Able to get his heal off. He should be okay as well. Knight did get back up into the fight, but still, look at his health. He has no, oh man, he's just decimated there. The Condi's coming out from Nas's company, absolutely obliterating him. He's going to get back up once again. Great res is coming out from Apex, but ultimately, game number 2, definitely going to go in favor of the Abjured, just looking so strong at this point in time. Despite having Backpack, as their sub. Backpack, obviously a very, very good player in Guild Wars 2, and like I said, he didn't have a whole lot of experience on Mesmer, but Mesmer is so strong right now, I don't think he really needs to have a great amount of experience to be relatively effective. It's kind of like Xiaopo Warrior. You used to be able to be decent with it and still be effective for your team. So, there we have it, folks. The Abjured taking game number 2 fairly quickly, I want to say, in about 7.5 minutes. Going to be crowned your weekly number 36 victors. Unfortunately, that was a short one. No game 3 come for you guys. And I was hoping for game number 1 to be replayed, but well, apparently the Abjured did just get that from Sunday. So there you have it, guys. That is going to be it for this. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next Sunday for the Go4 Guild Wars 2 Cup number 37. Have a good night.